Hi, welcome. Today we are going to study the point variation of heat of reaction with temperature or Kirchhoff's equation. Now see, the heat of reaction changes with change in temperature of a gas due to variation in its specific heat. The equations representing the variation of heat change of reaction with temperature are known as Kirchhoff's equation. So, what is Kirchhoff equation? The equations representing the variation of heat change of reaction with temperature are known as Kirchhoff's equations. Now see, there are two cases here. Let us start with case 1. Case 1 is at constant volume. So, at constant volume, the heat of reaction, we say it as delta E, is given by the relation delta E is equal to E2 minus E1. Now, there would be a question in your mind that what is E here? So, E1 and E2 are the internal energies of the reactants and products. So, E2 is the internal energy of product while E1 is the internal energy of reactant, and delta E is the difference between them. So this is our equation. Now differentiating this equation with respect to temperature at constant volume we get. So we have to differentiate this equation. So we get, after differentiation, d of delta E upon dt at constant volume is equal to d of E2 upon dt at constant volume minus d of E1 upon dt at constant volume. This is equation 1. This is equation 1. Now we should know that dE upon dt at constant volume is equal to Cv. So this equation has previous reference, but we have not studied that reference in this our chapter. But you have to remember this equation, that dE upon dt at constant volume is equal to Cv. So by using this relation, this first equation becomes d of delta E upon dt is equal to, for dE2 upon dt we can write Cv2 from this equation, and for dE1 upon dt we can write Cv1 from this equation. So our equation is d of delta E upon dt is equal to Cv2 minus Cv1, and the difference between Cv2 and Cv1 is nothing but delta Cv. So here Cv2 and Cv1 are heat capacities of products and reactants respectively. So from this equation 2 we can say that change in heat of reaction at constant volume, see here, change in heat of reaction at constant volume per degree change in temperature, that is this dt, per degree change in temperature is equal to the difference in heat capacities at constant volume of products and reactants. So difference delta Cv, difference in heat capacities at constant volume of products and reactants. So this is equation 2 here. Okay, now if we integrate this equation between temperature T1 and T2, so delta E2 minus delta E1, okay, when we integrate it, here comes delta E2 minus delta E1 is equal to integration of delta Cv dt from T1 to T2, okay, or we can write delta E2 minus delta E1 is equal to delta Cv is constant taken outside the bracket, and in bracket difference between T2 minus T1. So delta E2 minus delta E1 is equal to delta Cv T2 minus T1. This is important equation where delta E2 and delta E1 are heat of reaction at temperatures T2 and T1 respectively. So this equation 3rd and this equation 2 are called as Kirchhoff's equation. So these two equations we have derived at constant volume. Okay, so this equation 2 and 3 are the Kirchhoff's equation. Now we have to move towards second condition. See, at constant pressure, this is second case, the heat of reaction delta H is given by the reaction delta H is equal to H2 minus H1, where H1 is the enthalpy of reactant, H2 is the enthalpy of product. Now again, similar to previous equation, we have to differentiate this equation. So after differentiation we get d of delta H upon dt at constant pressure is equal to dH2 upon dt at constant pressure minus dH1 upon dt at constant pressure. So this equation 4 becomes by after differentiating this equation. Now again we have one relation which you have to remember, that dH upon dt at constant pressure is equal to Cp. What is the equation? dH upon dt at constant pressure is equal to Cp. So by using this equation we can write equation 4 as d of delta H upon dt at constant pressure is equal to Cp2 minus Cp1. So Cp2 for this and Cp1 for this part. Now the Cp2 minus Cp1 is nothing but the delta Cp, that is the difference in heat capacities. Okay, and where Cp2 and Cp1 are the heat capacities of products and reactants respectively. Now we can write from this d of delta H is equal to delta Cp into dt. d of delta H is equal to delta Cp into dt, and in words we can say that change in heat of reaction at constant pressure per degree change of temperature is equal to the difference in heat capacities of products and reactants at constant pressure. So this is change in heat of reaction at constant pressure per degree change in temperature is equal to the difference in heat capacities of products and reactants at constant pressure. Now again we have to integrate that equation between temperature T1 and T2. So here comes delta H2 minus delta H1 is equal to integration of delta Cp dt from T1 to T2, or we can write delta H2 minus delta H1 is equal to delta Cp is common and in bracket there comes T2 minus T1. So again this equation 5 and equation 6 are also called as Kirchhoff's equation. So at constant volume and at constant pressure. So we obtained equation 2, 3, 5 and 6. That equations were first derived by Kirchhoff and therefore called as Kirchhoff's equations. Now what is the use of these equations? These equations may be used for calculating heat of reaction at a given temperature when it is known at some other temperature and when the heat capacities of products and reactants are known. So this is the use of Kirchhoff's equation. What is the use of Kirchhoff equation? Kirchhoff equations, these equations may be used for calculating heat of reactions at a given temperature when it is known at some other temperature and when the heat capacities of products and reactants are known. Okay, so this is about the Kirchhoff's equations. In the next lecture we have to study the problems based on the Kirchhoff's equation. Thank you.